you know that something as simple as what you eat for breakfast could be silently sabotaging one of the most important parts of your body? That's right. If you're over 60 and waking up with weaker erections, low energy, or numbness down there, the problem might not be aging at all. It could be your morning meal. Most men have no idea that their breakfast choices are either boosting blood flow to the pelvic area or quietly shutting it down. And here's what many don't realize. Skipping just one key food can slow down progress before it even starts. I'm Dr. Kaya, a men's health specialist with over 3 decades of experience in urology and age-related performance support. I've worked with thousands of men across the country who thought they were losing their edge because of time. But what they really needed was a different kind of fuel. Here's what we discovered. Your body still wants to restore circulation to your lower half, but only if you give it the right tools. And those tools aren't found in pills or prescriptions. They're found in 5 specific foods. Foods you probably already recognize, but may have never used the right way. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to use them. You'll learn how these everyday ingredients can boost blood flow, strengthen pelvic muscles, and bring back confidence. Naturally, and without side effects. Stick around until the end, because I'll reveal a surprising combination that's helping men feel results in less than a week. If you're serious about regaining your strength and improving circulation where it counts, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another tip made just for men over 60. If this speaks to you, drop a 1 in the comments. If not, just say 0. I read every response, and your feedback helps me make better content tailored to your needs. All right? Let's start with the first food. It's something you likely already have in your fridge, but you may have been underusing it for years. It's simple, familiar, and when eaten the right way, it can jumpstart blood flow and muscle repair exactly where you need it. I'm talking about whole eggs, nature's powerhouse for restoring circulation after 60. So many men in my office tell me they skip breakfast or grab coffee and toast. But what they don't realize is their body, especially at this stage, needs very specific nutrients first thing in the morning. And one of the best sources? Whole eggs. Yes, I know. Eggs got a bad rap for years because of cholesterol concerns. But science has moved forward, and so should we. For men over 60, whole eggs are one of the most powerful tools you can use to support blood flow and muscle strength. The secret is in the yolk, that golden center packed with vitamin D, B12, choline, and leucine, an amino acid that supports muscle repair, including the deep muscles in your pelvic floor. These are the same muscles that help with urinary control, stability, and yes, healthy erections. When circulation slows with age, these areas suffer first. But when you feed them properly, especially in the morning, your body responds. You feel more stable, you notice fewer cramps, and yes, you start to feel more confident again. Take Richard, for example. He was 67 and hadn't had a spontaneous erection in nearly 2 years. Within 4 weeks of adding 2 boiled eggs to his breakfast every morning, he called me laughing. "Doc," he said, "I woke up like I was 35 again." That's the power of giving your body what it truly needs, at the right time. So tomorrow morning, instead of reaching for coffee alone or skipping breakfast altogether, try giving your body real fuel, 2 whole eggs, yolk and all. Now, if you're wondering what to pair those eggs with next, here's the second food that can act like a natural blood booster, especially below the belt. Drop a 1 in the comments if you're still with me and ready to take action. Let's move on. Beets. The blood flow booster. The first time I told a patient that beets could improve his circulation, he looked at me like I was joking. Beets? He said. Aren't those just salad garnish? But what he didn't know was that beets are one of nature's most powerful natural nitrate boosters, and those nitrates convert into nitric oxide in the body. Nitric oxide is the compound responsible for relaxing and widening blood vessels, and that's not just good for your heart. It's critical for circulation to your groin, legs, and pelvic region. One of my patients, Charles, was 72 and had relied on medication for years. After just 2 weeks of adding roasted beets to his breakfast, small portions, nothing extreme, he noticed warmth returning to his legs and groin. He told me, "Doc, it's like something just switched back on." Beets also help oxygenate your blood, reduce inflammation, and increase stamina, not just for intimacy, but for daily life. Walking, climbing stairs, moving through your day with ease. You don't need a giant bowl. Just a few servings a week can make a noticeable difference. And if you're not a fan of the taste, blend them into a smoothie with berries and a splash of lemon juice. Your body doesn't care how it gets the nutrients, just that it does. What I love most about beets is how accessible they are. No prescription, no side effects. Just pure, nutrient-dense fuel that tells your blood vessels it's time to open up again. But if you want to keep those arteries clear and flowing long-term, there's another food that's a game changer. It's warm, comforting, and might just be the most powerful breakfast combo you've never tried. Let's keep going. Oats with chia seeds. The artery cleanser. Every time I see a man over 60 complaining about weak erections, poor circulation, or that heavy feeling in the lower body, I don't just ask about medications. I ask about breakfast. And more often than not, it's either non-existent or full of sugar and empty carbs. My solution? A warm bowl of oats topped with chia seeds. This combo has changed lives, and it's simpler than you think. Oats contain beta-glucan, a special fiber that doesn't just lower cholesterol, it actually helps clean out the walls of your blood vessels. That means more oxygen-rich blood can reach your pelvis and groin. And for men over 60, that kind of support is priceless. Add chia seeds into the mix, and you get omega-3s, magnesium, and potassium, all working together to relax blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and allow smoother blood flow. I remember Henry, a retired gentleman who felt like his body was shutting down. Low energy, trouble climbing stairs, fading intimacy. I had him swap sugary cereal for oats, chia seeds, blueberries, and cinnamon. Within 2 weeks, his legs felt lighter. In a month, he was sleeping better and waking up energized. "Doc," he said, "I didn't think a bowl of oats could do that." But here's the truth. What you eat in the morning sets the tone for your entire day. This simple combo tells your arteries it's safe to open up again. Now, if you're ready to take your circulation support even further, there's one fruit that works almost like nature's version of Viagra, minus the side effects. Most men overlook it, but when eaten at the right time, it works fast. Let me show you what it is. Watermelon, the bedroom fruit. I'll never forget the look on Bill's face when I told him to eat watermelon in the morning. "Doc," he laughed, "I thought that was just a summer snack." But what he didn't know was that watermelon contains an amino acid called citrulline. Once it enters the body, it converts into arginine, which then boosts nitric oxide. That's the same compound ED meds target. But this time, you're fueling it with food, and it works fast. I've had patients report stronger morning erections and improved sensitivity within a week. Bill called me 2 weeks later and said, "I don't know if it's the watermelon or finally eating breakfast, but something's definitely waking up down there." We both laughed, but the truth was, he wasn't imagining it. Citrulline was doing its job, opening up blood vessels and restoring vitality. For best results, eat watermelon on an empty stomach or shortly before your main meal. A couple slices are enough. And here's a pro tip. Don't throw away the white rind. That's where the highest concentration of citrulline is. Blend it into a smoothie or chew through it gently. It's not sweet, but your circulation will thank you. If you've been looking for a natural way to feel more alive and energized, watermelon may be the missing piece. But if you really want to stabilize your morning energy and prep your entire lower body for the day, there's one final food you won't want to skip. It's warm, earthy, and when paired with one mineral, becomes one of the most powerful circulation-supporting breakfasts I recommend. Let's finish strong. Steamed sweet potato with Celtic salt, the circulation stabilizer. Of all the recommendations I've made over the years, this one always surprises people. Sweet potatoes for circulation? But once you understand how your body works in the first hour after waking, it makes perfect sense. After hours without food, your muscles, especially in your legs, pelvis, and groin, are running on empty. Your blood vessels need minerals. Your muscles need glycogen. Your nervous system needs balance. Enter steamed sweet potato with a pinch of Celtic sea salt. This humble combo gives your body complex carbs without spiking your blood sugar. Plus, Celtic salt delivers over 80 essential minerals that help regulate nerve impulses, maintain healthy blood pressure, and support muscle contractions. I had a patient named Thomas, 70 years old, who'd been waking up with numb legs and a dull ache in his groin. He tried stretching, massage, even meds. Nothing worked. I suggested half a steamed sweet potato with warm water and Celtic salt. 3 days later, he called me saying, "Doc, I don't know what's happening, but my legs feel lighter, and I'm not grabbing the nightstand just to stand up." There's something grounding about starting your day with real food, something that doesn't just treat symptoms, but restores balance from the inside out. Sweet potatoes may seem simple, but when eaten this way, they work quietly and powerfully to energize every step you take. What you need to do, starting today. Now that you've learned the 5 foods that can help restore blood flow, strength, and energy, there's one last thing we need to cover. Because knowledge without action changes nothing. If you've made it this far, it means you care. You're not just coasting through this chapter, you're still fighting. Start small. Tomorrow morning, commit to eating one of these 5 foods. Maybe it's 2 whole eggs with the yolks. Maybe it's a warm bowl of oats with chia seeds. Don't wait until you're hungry or tired. Give your body what it needs while it's asking for help. Your blood vessels are most responsive in the morning. That's when your muscles are ready to receive nutrients. That's when you interrupt the cycle of decline and start building back what time has tried to take. You might not notice big changes overnight, but stay consistent. Within a few days, you may feel more energy in your legs, more warmth in your groin, more strength in your step. You may sleep better. You may wake up with hope, something you haven't felt in a long time. And if you're worried it's too late for you, let me tell you this. It's not. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even late 80s transform their energy and vitality, simply by starting their day with purpose. So the question is simple. Will you take that first step tomorrow morning? Or will you let another day go by, waiting for change to come on its own? If there's one thing I've learned, after decades of working with men over 60, it's this. Aging doesn't take your strength. It only takes what you're willing to give up. And most of the time, what we give up isn't our bodies. It's our belief that change is still possible. But I'm here to remind you, it absolutely is. You now know about 5 powerful morning foods: whole eggs, beets, oats with chia, watermelon, and sweet potatoes with Celtic salt, that can help restore blood flow, improve sensitivity, and bring life back into parts of your body that may have felt distant for far too long. More than that, you know when and how to eat them, and why it matters. And you know that what you choose to do in the first hour of your day ripples into every other part of your life. Your energy, your independence, your confidence. You don't need to do it all at once. Just do something. Start tomorrow. Let your food become your medicine. Let each small choice be a quiet declaration that you are not done, not even close. Your next chapter starts with breakfast, and it starts with you.